Plenty of noise and colour, but Villa Park has staged more FA Cup semi-finals than any other ground as we check them on the two lineups. Watford are at full strength for their first semi-final appearance in 16 years. They have Marcus Gale fit after recovering from a knee injury, while top scorer Heider Helguson is available again after recovering from a thigh injury. Both players play. Watford have Newcastle's high-scoring youngster Michael Chopra on loan at the club. One of the reasons Chopra came to Watford was to play in this showpiece game. He scored 4 last weekend against Burnley in a league match. Southampton have lost goalkeeper Anthony Amy to a knee injury. So Welsh international Paul Jones steps into the breach. Southampton are without David Prutton, who's cup-tied, and Svensson is his replacement. Otherwise, the team picks itself. 4-4-2 for Southampton. And in attack, 22-goal James Beattie, just 22 years old. He's partnered by Brett Ormerod, the former Blackpool striker. It's Watford's first FA Cup semi-final in 16 years. Southampton appearing in their first FA Cup semi-final in 17 years. It's Southampton's 11th appearance at this stage of the competition. Robinson with an early touch now for Watford. Mika Hyde lost down in midfield. Southampton quickly on the attack. The ball played forward towards Beattie, but easily intercepted. Alec Chamberlain made his first appearance in this tournament back in 1983, playing for Colchester against Torquay. Ball launched forward. Their way through for Chopra. Interesting heritage. Michael Chopra has an Indian father. His mother's English. He is great hope that many Asian players will follow his example and come into the game. Well, he doesn't see himself as a Asian footballer as such. He says he hopes youngsters will follow him. Oakley played forward towards Beattie, cut out by Gale. Marcus Gale again now for Watford. Picks out Mika Hyde. Hyde instantly tackled by Oakley. Marsden. Telfer helping it forward, but easily intercepted by Robinson. Cox bringing the ball down with some ease, it has to be said. This is Gavin Mahon, the right-sided defender. Early ball forward. This fell between Chopra and Heider Helguson. Heider Helguson with that rather distinctive blonde hair. Top scorer this season, Heider Helguson. Robinson under pressure. The backheader just about strong enough to reach his goalkeeper, Alec Chamberlain, with Beattie, as you can see, breathing down the neck of Chamberlain. Helguson. Chopra just got caught under his feet. Telfer. Gale. The stakes are so high for these two clubs. Nobody will want to concede an early goal. Certainly a feeling amongst the neutrals, as we look there at Ray Lewington, the manager of Watford, that if Watford can find the opening goal in this game, they might just be able to hang on. If Southampton score first, it could be all over very quickly. Fernandes did well Got it back to Telfer, then towards Beattie. Southampton on the break here, and away by Gale. Forward towards Chopra. Svensson was doing the fouling. This is Michael Svensson. Two Svenssons on the pitch. Michael's a defender, the ginger-haired man. And the Svensson plays in central midfield. So Cox comes forward here for Watford. Still 0-0. Gale has gone forward again. Watford's so dangerous at set plays. Hardley with a free kick. Helgeson! Well, that was pretty close. Helgeson trying to spot a gap at the near post. The goalkeeper with an important save then. I think he expected Helgeson to head the ball back across the face of the goal. And he went for goal rather cheekily there. Helgeson. Kevin Marr just slipped at the vital moment. He certainly has his side psyched up for this game. Marsden. Marcus Gale is there first for Watford. He was under pressure, did the right thing. Marcus Gale, the Jamaican international, now 32 years old. Oakley with a throw. Wayne Bridge, the England international. Good cross. Good header too by Beattie, just a little bit too high. Two England men who've represented England this season combining here. Wayne Bridge, the left back, and here's James Beattie, whose only international cap came in that friendly against Australia, who was underneath the headed chance. First time Southampton have really clicked. Mika Hyde slightly late into the tackle. Free kick to Southampton. Marsden. The ball wide quickly here to Fernandez. Southampton do like to cross the ball a lot into the penalty area. And here's a terrific cross. Taken well by Alec Chamberlain. It's a real tactic of Southampton. Fernandez is so important to them on the right-hand side. Over on the left, a mixture of Marsden and Bridge will supply the ammunition. But Southampton play with an obvious target man in Beattie, and they have to supply him with a diet of crosses for him to score his goals. Chamberlain has been hardly troubled so far in the opening 12 minutes. Michael Svensson with that powerful header. Cox now. Marcus Gale with Robinson to his left. Chopra. Robinson. Benetza doing well to win the ball. Mika Hyde, Benetza, Marsden got there first. Inaccurate ball by Gale. Southampton through. Marcus Gale, who this week opened a clothes shop on the Fulham Broadway. He's already got his career sorted out after he hangs up his boots. This is Stephen Glass, who has played in an FA Cup final for Newcastle United back in 1999. Telfer. Most of this Watford team have experience playing in the high division. They won't be phased about playing Southampton, let's put it that way. Fernandez, Brett Ormerod, James Beattie did well to help the ball back here to Svensson. Marsden, Bridge! Whistle's gone. Eventually shot in by Oakley, but Watford were struggling then to get it clear. Ormerod set up this chance. Look at Beattie's strength to help the ball back to Svensson. Marsden slipped it back and Oakley well wide. Helgeson with a header. Svensson. Fernandez, who's been so important to Southampton's success this season. Lundekvam gets there first for the Saints, and Bridge gets it wide to Marsden. Marsden's given the ball away to Chopra. Watford thought they should have had a free kick. Fernandez now for Southampton. Ormerod wants it played inside the box. Fernandez. Would have been one of the FA Cup goals of the season. Fabrice Fernandez, I think, could see the headlines writing themselves here. There would have been a controversial goal because Watford felt there should have been a free kick in the other half of the field. But look how far Fernandez ran with the ball when both Ormerod and Beattie wanted it played towards him. Davis, another FA Cup semi-finalist in his days with Chesterfield.
Well, why don't want to go to Cardiff?
Mika Hyde just down the line, everybody. If it's 0-0 or the teams are level after 90 minutes, we'll go straight into extra time. And if they're level after extra time, a penalty shootout will decide who goes to the FA Cup final. No replays. I'm sure there's plenty of Southampton and Watford fans watching these pictures around the world. Any football fan who's watched their team playing in an FA Cup semi-final will sympathise what you're going through. That terrible knot in the stomach as the opposition move on to the attack. Fernandez. Telfer. Beattie's in there. Svensson. Bit of space here for Southampton to build. It's Fabrice Fernandez twisting glass this way and that. Ormerod. Cox, remember, has to be careful now. He's on a yellow card. Well, there might be appeal for a penalty here as Ormerod out the ball through and Beattie went to ground. No spot kick. I thought the goalkeeper was very late there. Mike Riley says no penalty. Cox helped it back. Well, Beattie got in there quickly. There was a push there by Beattie across the face of Cox. I think that would have been very harsh. The goal stood. That really should be a free kick to Watford for my money. Marsden. Could be another yellow card here for reason to suggest that should have been a yellow card, because it was just as bad as Cox's challenge. Done well to avoid a caution there, Marcus Gale. It's a free kick though to Southampton, who are once again in the ascendancy with half-time about 9 minutes away. Fernandez drives it in. Beattie got his head to the ball, but after that, Helgeson took it out for a corner. Terrific surge of noise from the Southampton end as Southampton have this corner kick, which Matt Oakley will take. Beattie prominently forward here. Lundekvam has come forward. He's on the near post. Up towards Lundekvam. Hardly in the thick of it. Oakley inquiring why that wasn't another corner kick. Certainly appeared to be another corner. Keep thinking. Here's Chris Marsden's message. Chris Marsden, who has a brother serving in the Gulf War at the moment. As he said, it puts today's football match into perspective. Anders Svensson. Six-round tie with Burnley. Watford were quite poor in the opening 45 minutes, but came good in the second half. I wonder if it's going to be a similar story in this semi-final, as Marsden is easily dispossessed. That one played forward towards Helgeson, but Paul Jones is quickly outside his 6-yard box. Beattie, who always carries that threat when Southampton move on to the attack. In many respects, it's a shame he's blossomed at the club at a time when Matt Le Tissier was hanging up his boots. Can you imagine what a Matt Le Tissier, James Beattie forward line might have produced? Lundekvam has moved forward into a prominent position again. Just behind him, Ormerod. In front of him, Marsden. Oakley with the corner. See that Beattie always attacks the ball, and it's this time Michael Svensson who got his head to it. Michael Svensson heading over. Chamberlain, now 38 years old, and still yet to concede a goal in this season's FA Cup. Just on the balance of play, Southampton have had their greatest share of attacking. Helgeson, last 5 minutes into the first half.
Michael.
Anders Svensson. And it's Cox who turns it on. Chopra. Ball headed out by Neil Cox. So a score no nearer knowing who is going to join Arsenal in the FA Cup final. Foul on Marcus Gale by Michael Svensson. Side from the French side, Troyes. This is Tommy Smith, who appears to be warming up here. Tommy Smith, who recovered from a high-speed car crash to play in round 6 and score in the game against Burnley. his first FA Cup goal. And frankly, the partnership of Helguson and Chopra, so productive last weekend when Watford hit 7, hasn't really clicked, admittedly against a more organised and more sound defence. Good kick by Jones, and Chopra's after it. I was really excited about the prospect of Michael Chopra leading the Watford attack today, but for my money, he hasn't really lived up to his big-time billing and seems to be overawed by the occasion. Here he is, Chopra. Once again, his touch let him down. Was an unforced error by Michael Chopra. Bridge made a mistake. He really should have rolled that ball up and tried to turn around and pick out a colleague, but easier said than done. You've got to be good when you're wearing white boots, you know. Anders Svensson now for Southampton. Marsden behind him. Terrific ball into Marsden here for Southampton. Is this the breakthrough? It is! Brett Ormeron breaks the deadlock, and Southampton have a sniff of Cardiff. Brett Ormeron managed to head the ball just wide enough of Alec Chamberlain to make sure the Watford goalkeeper couldn't keep it out. Marsden, who set up this marvellous goal. That combination down the left-hand side has proved so effective for Southampton this season. They score so many goals from crosses, and there's another. Once again, a disappointing touch by Chopra. Brett Ormeron, who cost Southampton £1.7 million when he joined from Blackpool, with his 7th goal of the season. Former colleague of James Beattie and the Blackburn youth team. Now they find themselves on the threshold of an FA Cup final. The important thing here for Watford is not to concede again, and they are in danger. Ormeron. It's a long time since Southampton played in an FA Cup semi-final. Their last success in a semi-final was back in 1976, when David Peach and Paul Gilchrist scored the goals to beat then 3rd Division Crystal Palace. Paolo Venazza. Can Watford strike back? Robinson shrugs off Telfer. Mika Hyde throwing himself into the tackles. Bridge. Marsden. We're playing 1 minute of stoppage time at the end of the first half. Arkley now for Watford. Through the balloons, over the head of Helguson, and another chance comes and goes, and it's rather quiet now down at the Watford end of the ground. Brett Ormerod's goal just before half-time gives Southampton a real hope of reaching the FA Cup final. It's been a very even first half, but Southampton's class just showed in the last 10 minutes. And Ray Lewington now has to lift his troops for one gargantuan effort in the second 45. Can Southampton hang on? Wait and see. The half-time score in the FA Cup semi-final from Villa Park is Watford 0, Southampton 1. They've beaten Tottenham, Norwich, Millwall and Wolves to reach the last four. They're a goal up against Watford at half-time, and if Gordon Strachan's team can hang on to this slender lead for another 45 minutes, Cardiff and the FA Cup final beckons. 1-0 to the Saints at the break then. And of course a win would almost certainly guarantee European football next season for Southampton. Marcus Gale heading the ball away. Michael Svensson with another header. It's incidentally the fifth meeting of the club. Southampton have 2 wins, Watford 1 in the victories between them. Neil Cox, who was booked in the first half. Helgeson gives it away. Anders Svensson sweeps it on. Fernandez. He has support from Telfer if he wants him. He's cut back onto his left foot. Marcus Gale getting the ball to safety. Southampton now attacking the Watford end in terms of fans watching the game. Southampton ahead on the corner count, 3-1. Repelled once again by the Watford defence. Fernandez. Another decent cross and another decent header, this time by Michael Svensson. BT this time supplied the left wing cross. I was slightly surprised that he was the left winger. Normally it's Wayne Bridge or Chris Marsden, but it was another great ball, and Southampton, who have this blueprint of scoring goals from crosses, almost used it to such terrific effect there. Helgeson, an opening here for Watford. And it's Glass who sees his effort blocked by an expert tackle there from Wayne Bridge. Chopra has changed his boots for the second half. Wonder if it brings him a change of luck. Glass. Helgeson appeared to be offside. Indeed he is offside. I reckon Michael Chopra has 45 minutes, or maybe even less, 15 minutes to prove his worth. Otherwise we might see Tony Smith coming off the bench to replace him. What a great tackle there by the left back of Southampton in England, Wayne Bridge. Anders Svensson. Watford's concern was always that Southampton would score first in this match. And this was Southampton almost scoring a second goal through Michael Svensson. Able to angle the ball either side of the goalkeeper. And Marcus Gale's been dispossessed here. Ormerod fell under a clutch of tackles. The nets are now for Watford, and he's got it back again, the Arsenal man, hoping to play against his former club in an FA Cup final. Mika Hyde doing well. Chopra. Little back heel, that's more like it. Ardley. Oh, they've fluffed the chance and the ball goes past Helguson. Well, Mika Hyde could have made a real name for himself here. Yet to score in the FA Cup. That was a really weak finish. Watford 0, Southampton 1 in the FA Cup semi-final. Watford with a corner kick. Glass bent it away from goal. Cox is in there. Helguson climbing. Away by Marsden. Foul by Robinson on Fernandez. And Glass got in the way. It's so important for Watford to keep their heads here. I'm sure this is... No, I was going to say Chopra who is going to come off. They're not going to bring off Chopra at all. It's Paulo Vanatza who's coming off. So a central midfield player makes way for an attacking winger. That'll just make Watford a little bit stronger going forward, but in midfield it's going to make them lighter. Ardley, and here is Nielsen with his first touch, and it's not a great touch. Well, that was a really nasty challenge by Robinson. Complaints here for Paul Robinson, who's going to get a yellow card. I was just saying before that substitution, Watford have to keep their heads here because all 11 of them are going to have to play at the very top of their game to overcome a Southampton side who have this one goal advantage. This is Robinson's 15th caution of the season. Gordon Strachan deciding whether he wants to make any defensive reinforcements to his team as they protect this one goal advantage. And here's Alan Nielsen threatening for Watford. Wide to Ardley. Glass. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Easily Watford's best chance of the game. Great leap here by Glass. I think Jones didn't even get a glove to that one. Came off the defender, corner kick. Glass to take the corner. Oh, there's some pushing going on with Lundekvar. Nielsen, Glass again. Cox is in there. It's too deep. Oh dear, what an awful cross to supply at that moment, and he knows it. But Watford almost level here. Glass out-jumped Telfer, and between them the ball ricocheted by the fingertips of Jones. I'm doing him a disservice. It was a save. Paul Jones has come up with a really big save to keep the scoreline at 1-0 to his team. I'm sure Anthony Amy, the injured Southampton keeper, would have been proud of that one. Brett Ormerod now for Southampton. Marsden. Southampton pull forward again. Remember, another goal for them at this stage would almost certainly kill off this FA Cup tie. It would take a monumental effort then for Watford to find two. Watford's way. It did. Nielsen with the throw. With a cross in towards Chopra, easily taken over by Jones. Foul by Glass. Just one or two signs that these Watford players are losing their temper. Is just what Southampton would want, to be honest. Rupert Lowe, the chairman of Southampton, dreaming about a day out at Cardiff. We shall not be moved. And they're singing about winning the FA Cup. Well, there's a small matter of getting past Watford here. And then there's a even smaller matter, perhaps, getting past Arsenal in the final itself if Southampton are to qualify. Watford accusing Southampton of wasting time here. Anders Svensson, tackled by Alan Nielsen. Smith. Paul Telfer. Alan Nielsen getting it wide. Big fun. Mika Hyde. .15 to go. Unless Watford perhaps can get an equaliser and drag us into extra time. And watch the seesaw of this match tilt the other way now, because Southampton are going to abandon their attacking ambitions and try and defend here. They can't be as attack-minded as they were in the first half. Bridge trying to get forward, tackled superbly by Gavin Mark. Bridge takes the throw. This is Marsden. Ormeron. Bridge. Smith. Can he get there in time? No, he can't. Stephen Glass is going to be the player to come off. Let's throw the dice here for Watford. Lee Cook is his replacement. The younger players trying to force his way into regular first-team football for Watford. Lee Cook. Brushes off. Cook out for a throw here to Southampton. Joe Tessam on here for the Saints. Anders Svensson is coming off. It's Rory Delap, I beg his pardon. Rory Delap is going to come on rather than Joe Tessam. And Rory Delap, who's been out for 6 weeks with a knee injury. The Republic of Ireland international on land for Southampton.
Southampton all season with number 23 of the campaign books Southampton's place in the FA Cup final on the 17th of May in the Millennium Stadium. He took 2 Watford players over the line with him. Robinson and Gale were bundled into the net, but most significantly, so was the ball. Watford 0, Southampton 2. I just wonder whether the Beattie goal will go down as an own goal against Robinson, who just might have got the final touch. But without Beattie there, there's no way that ball would have ended up in the net. And Watford, who went into this game without having conceded a goal in the FA Cup this season, have now conceded 2. And there are glum faces down at the Watford end. Meanwhile, down at the Saints end, they're planning a day out in Cardiff. And when your team are 2 up in an FA Cup semi-final with 10 minutes left, there's no better feeling for any football fan. Smith by Klaus Lunderkvarn, but barring a colossal failure now, Southampton are surely home and dry. It would take a collapse of epic proportions for Watford to score 2 in the last 4 minutes. It has happened.
as a neutral is concerned, you have to feel so happy for these Southampton supporters. Their team have battled against relegation year upon year. They've had so little success. They still talk about 1976 when they won the FA Cup. Oh, Watford have pulled one back. It's Marcus Gale. There's hope yet for Watford. Come on! Gale's headed the ball into the corner of the goal, over Oakley's head. And just when we were lauding Southampton about their marvellous performance today, they went to sleep here. And Marcus Gale, beaten twice in semi-finals in his Wimbledon days, scores his first goal of the season. Beatty at the other end. Appeals for handball against Robinson. Well, it's certainly been full of instant in this second half, and Watford fans are now nervously biting their fingernails, hoping that there could be another goal yet for their team to take us into extra time. And it'll be Southampton's fans nervously biting their fingernails. Gordon Strachan now looks cool. Lee Cook launches it into the middle. Might come down here to Marn, and that's not going to trouble anybody. They just can't bear to watch. Neither can they. They've waited so long to go to an FA Cup final, and now it could be snatched away from them at their moment of triumph. Mooney gives chase, and still not Mooney, Smith who gives chase. Smith is offside here, he can't touch that ball. Tommy Smith. Watford have to put everybody forward into attack now. Mika Hyde. We're in the final minute of the 90. Everyone biting their fingernails at both ends of the grounds. But Watford suddenly have heard their supporters find their voice. Delap, Robinson, Delap's round him, that's a foul, free kick. Three minutes of stoppage time to be added on. Minutes of hope for Watford. 3 minutes of agony for Southampton. Lee Cook driven into the middle. Marn. They're queuing up in yellow shirts. Nielsen. Corner kick. Come on. Everybody forward. Everybody. Another corner, away by Michael Svensson. Pandemonium at Villa Park. Watford press again. Gale. Watford just urging their team to get it forward into the penalty area now. Lee Cook. And he's been tackled. He's done well. Mika Hyde. Cox. Smith. Cox again. Lee Cook with a cross. Helgeson. knocks the ball straight at the goalkeeper. Time to sit down again. Smith battling with Lundekvam, and it's going to be a free kick. One of those delicious ironies that Southampton have waited 27 years to appear in an FA Cup final. Can't enjoy this last moment because Watford are pressing all the way. This is Joe Tessema about to come on here for the Saints. We're into the final minute of stoppage time, and Chamberlain just has to launch this ball downfield now. It's a time for one last Watford attack. Helguson. And Paul Jones will be in no great hurry. Was that the last opportunity for Watford? Mike Riley looks at his watch. The Southampton supporters thought that was the final whistle. It is. It's going to be a substitution. And Brett Ormerod, who scored the game's opening goal, is substituted here. Congratulated by the coaching staff and the substitutes. Joe Tessema replaces him. We've played the 3 minutes of stoppage time. Chamberlain launches the ball upfield. Is it time for one last attack? It has to be now or never here for Watford. They've got to get it into the penalty area. Away by Michael Svensson. It's all over! Southampton have got to the FA Cup final. Unconfined joy. 27 years of waiting have come to an end. Ormerod and Beattie will ride again in Cardiff in the FA Cup final. Gordon Strachan, who tasted joy at Manchester United and Aberdeen and Leeds, now tastes joy as a manager of Southampton. Brett Ormerod set Southampton on their way with that goal after 42 minutes. Ray Lewington's side simply could not match the effort and determination of Beattie and his boys. Robinson, who was credited with the own goal, in the end the goal which won the game for Gordon Strachan's team. And they can look forward now to a day out at the Millennium Stadium. Marcus Scales scored, proved to be only a consolation goal. Southampton's day, and they go forward now to the 2003 FA Cup final on the 17th of May at Cardiff. We leave you with these joyous scenes for Southampton. A reminder of the final score from Villa Park. It's Watford 1, Southampton 2.